Hello, everyone. To all of you, I wish you well. I had a thought bomb, I guess you could say, go off in my mind last night, and it just won't let me go. So I'm going to title this video, Just Thinking is Dangerous. And I hope you follow me through this video. And if you can find any fault in my logic or in my conclusions, I desperately beg you to please prove me wrong. Now, on to the subjects that I've been thinking about that hit me like a damn freight train. And I shouldn't say that because a train took my leg off. Isn't it funny how we associate things? Last night, I'm sitting watching my local news because I like to get the weather, especially when I have to go out for a medical appointment the next day. I don't want to be electrocuted in my little electric wheelchair. I have to keep my butt in now. And Ancient Mother, this specialist I saw today doesn't have a clue what's going on, and he wants an MRI done of my back. So, in regards to the health of my leg, I'm going to wait on the notification of when I'm scheduled for that MRI. But if it's going to be sometime in the future, and I'm now focused on hours and day to day as far as needing to be situationally ready. All right. I'm going to also afterwards, after I go to the store and buy some junk food, make a video addressing issues for amputees of things they should not do, as you will end up bearing the cost I am bearing right now. And I don't wish it on anyone. And I don't know anymore if we have a luxury as far as time. Now, here's why I say this. Last night it's in my local news even about how here after the billions of dollars, the trillions of dollars actually, that we dumped into all these damn insurance companies and banks, robber baron, scum, bottom of the pool, algae eating filth. All right, I'm trying to keep this really clean, and yes, I do have a high intellect. I was scored at 139, but I find the desire to use profanity to express myself very strong, as this is a topic that should be an issue with all of us, not just here in America, everywhere in the world where these leeches have spread their tentacles. All right, billions, trillions of dollars go to these companies, and now they won't. Already in November, 30 million people lost their homes. Millions of mortgages in danger of foreclosure. Immediately looking at foreclosure. And the billions of dollars that Obama's plan spent on seeking alleviation or to help those with those high interest rate mortgages, or with ones where they can suddenly jack up the interest rate. There's no permanent. All the damn little tools of thievery that they use. Now, so we've got Agenda 21, the reforestation or the rewilding of America, unfolding before our eyes. Because here's where I'm going to take you, folks. Now, we already know as of back in November, over 30 million people lost their homes. Who gets that property back? Well, the banks have been sitting on it pretty much. They haven't been extending loans. And even now, when they say they're secure, they're on their feet, these scumbags who show a loan as a short-term loan as an asset on their books, and every other technique used to manipulate money and to fool people, and we bear the cost. And over 30 million people lost their homes. Now we've got millions of others that are in the same situation. They're going to lose their homes. So ergo, the banks end up with the damn land. P.N.A.C. Plan for a New American Century. Agenda 21, the rewilding. We've seen the privatization of property. We've seen the federalization of land that holds water, has held water, may contain water, legislation acts that they are currently putting through. So, now, also understand this. Even if you're a homeowner and you have a clear mortgage, you don't have anything, you don't owe anybody, I'll bet you 100 to 1 that you do not have mineral rights included within that deed to your land. You only get the top surface of the soil. That's it. And as far as mineral rights, if you happen to have diamonds within the 1 to 2 feet of soil, you won't be able to claim it because the bank will turn around probably and say, oh no, that's ours. We never actually sold you those rights. All right. So we got the privatization of properties and the consolidation of property, land, buildings. And we've got the federalization of water, wherever it can be from. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, some years ago, we had the FCC. Now, we, the American people, supposedly own the airwaves. And then they give it out to these companies who use it for profit. Do we, as we the people, see anything in return for that illegal sale of what is allegedly ours? No, we do not see any return. So we've lost land. Water has been federalized. So that's out of our, and I would not be surprised if the same thing is brought about here that's being brought about in other countries that are having water crises also. That it will be illegal for us to capture rainwater because they own the air, right? Now, if you don't think we've gone absurd enough, how about this? Over 1/3 of our genome is patented by private corporations for profit, for little tests or techniques, whatever the hell they've come up with to claim, so they can say, well, we've developed this process, so therefore we get the patent on the gene in our DNA. We don't even own ourselves anymore outright. And if they could have already have developed technologies, we wouldn't own the other 2/3 that's left to us of our own selves from our Creator. So, I've covered land, air, water. Where are we going to go, people? Please correct me. And don't forget about eminent domain now, where somebody can come in and say, hey, I can give you higher money, taxes, or benefits. So you give that land to me, and we'll give these poor old people a little bit of chump change to get them out of the way. And both you and I will fill our